Alright guys, this is Mithril, and today we're going over the Borderlands 4 news. There was a lot of stuff at the State of Play, I think it's called. But first, we're going to talk about the gameplay trailer, because there's a lot of stuff in here as well. I did watch it, and I do have the volume turned off, because there was some copyright music, I think, and I don't want to get a copyright strike. But anyways, if we look at it, here it is, the Timekeeper once again. And then here we get a closer look at his face. Robot eyes, maybe? And then we see this cat thing. And then, of course, we got the Siren Lady. We got bandits. Ooh, crushing his head. Here's another Vault Hunter with a shield coming out of his arm, I believe. So that's interesting. Now we're fighting this giant thing, and here's like a mecha. Okay, there's maybe his action skill, or at least one of them. We got the other Vault Hunter who has some sort of gravity thing. He puts on a helmet, and then he has a gun. So maybe he has some sort of blast, and then we get some gameplay. I do want to slow my roll here on the gameplay. So he has turrets. Shoulder-mounted turrets like Zane, and then we got some sort of Malawan gun, maybe? Another big enemy with some other sort of gun. We have an energy whip of some kind that does some sort of energy projectile, a big launcher. Wow, that guy's huge, and look at that jump. Whoa, we got a war elephant. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Borderlands is back. Let me turn up the speed. I know this probably isn't really the greatest thing, but this is just how I do it. Hey, we're looking at that. Oh, look at that. We're able to hit the barrels. Cryo is coming back. That was a BL3 mechanic, I believe. More shooting. Oh, there was that double jump. Need your weapon because we throw it. Okay, we got the Siren Lady right there. Wow, that is a lot of blood. Look at that thing. Oh, we're able to use this thing. And we're just mowing down hordes of enemies. Why does that not look... There we go. Like, why does that not look right? Okay, another Malawan gun with a legendary something. Okay, just going through the guns. That looks to be the Viking Vault Hunter. Got legendary. Oh, look at the beam difference. Short, short, large. Wow, look at this map. This map looks pretty good. We got a skull in the background, peaks. More guns. We're in some sort of city. Maybe the city of the Timekeeper, I don't know. Okay, guns have legs again. And here is this cat thing. A saber-toothed cat at that. And then we had the big "aww" in the background. This has to be the siren thing. That looks like siren markings. So maybe this is part of her action skill. Also more legendary stuff. We got that other lady, we got the Viking dude, we got the swordsman dude. We got a bandit spider mech thingy? There's that war elephant again with like a truck on top of it. Oh, look at that. We got a big hammer now. The Viking dude does. So he has to be the melee character, I imagine. Multiple sets of cars. So I'm guessing that each Vault Hunter does get their own car, their own vehicle. Just from that look. I don't know. This one looks the best so far. that the siren? It looks like it. And then it talks about how there's a curfew, and anybody outside the curfew is going to be killed. Oh, we got like prison camps. Then we got, I don't even know what these guys are called, the order people. That looks like a priest, maybe. Maybe there's like different rankings. Maybe this person's like a cleric, because this person has a sword, so maybe like a holy warrior or something, you know? Oh, you threw it. Okay, break free. That looks like an action skill. Yep. The twin blades. Then look at this. It's like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like transmutation. He transmuted his body into like this rock or maybe iron. That's pretty cool. Now we're all running together in this cool shot. Also, what? Go back there. Beep. Look at that customization. Okay, now they're looking much better. Yeah, that last trailer they had, they all look pretty bland, but now they're looking much better. Okay, yeah. Okay. I can kind of get behind that. Okay, we got the grappling. We were able to grapple whatever this is. Can we grapple barrels and stuff? I mean, there is a barrel right there. Some sort of new monster that has a big battle axe. And some boss. It's Estelle. Estelle of the Stars from Elden Ring. That's exactly what this is. It's Estelle. Okay, another cool thing of them. There's Elpis in the background, the broken barrier, whatever, fighting off the Timekeeper's army. Okay, and then we get this really cool new thing. This looks really good. And then, of course, the release date got upped. So now it's September 12th instead of, what was it, the 23rd. So we are getting it even sooner. So I wonder if this game is going to get the collector's edition even sooner. All right, whatever. That's just the like official gameplay trailer. Let's look at this. Yeah, this is much longer. This is probably going to be a long video, and I probably should have watched this.
Heyo, I'm Randy Pitchford.
I don't care, Randy.
Genre nearly 16 years ago, freedom and endless mayhem. And with Borderlands 4, we push things even further.
This is hands down our best Borderlands ever. All new movement, abilities, bigger and badder enemies, and a brand new planet.
Whoa.
All in service of making you feel like a total badass.
It's the perfect entry point for new players with incredible new places and a great story. And for our
A great story? I don't know. I'm a little worried.
time Borderlands fans, we're throwing back to our more grounded tone while
I hope so.
pushing gameplay ahead further than ever before. This is the culmination of years of hard work from my teammates across the Gearbox.
I mean, Randy is saying, he's like, man, BL4 is coming out so good. We're moving it up.
Videos. So enough talk. Let's get
Universe, where life is cheap and guns are plentiful. Borderlands is an unforgiving sci-fi universe where life is cheap and guns are plentiful.
True that, true that.
You play as a vault hunter, a badass mercenary with powerful...
I'm just looking at... I mean, she looks alright, but I don't know about this lady.
abilities.
These two dudes are looking alright. So far, it's that other lady I'm not really
Action
too
skills.
impressed with visually.
Today I'm playing.
Why are her wings tattered? That's what I want to know. Maybe it will show it off. Maybe it has something to do with the canister on her arms or what. But her wings are tattered. Maybe she's like a death siren, if that makes any sense. Because look at that. They look almost skeletal. Like I said, I have not seen this yet.
Is Vex, our new siren. She
Vex.
wields supernatural phase energy to devastating effect.
Supernatural phase energy.
She can use that energy to empower herself, or channel it to conjure deadly minions that fight alongside her.
So is she like the Flack of this roster?
And
Because I imagine that cat thing was a part of her skill tree as well.
because everything's better in co-op, I'm joining as Rafa. a former
Okay, so that guy's Rafa.
Meteor soldier who wears an experimental exosuit.
A Meteor soldier who wears an experimental exoskeleton
He
suit
can
thingy.
deconstruct an arsenal of weapons, like the razor-sharp
He went into third person.
arc knives.
Oh my god, it's the God of War spin the win.
These are 2 of our 4 new Vault Hunters that you can play at launch.
Borderlands 4 takes place on Kairos, an all-new planet steeped in conflict. For thousands of years, the Timekeeper kept the planet hidden, controlling its
Thousands of years. Does that mean he's not human or mortal? Does that mean he is like some sort of machine?
inhabitants with bolts, cybernetic implants fused to their spines. Anyone who stepped out of line was brutally crushed by his army of synthetic soldiers known as the Order.
I am getting a bunch of Fallout 4 vibes.
That is until 6 years ago when Elpis showed up.
Oh, so we're going 6 years into the future. Did I know that or did I forget that? I don't remember.
This rogue moon was teleported away from Pandora at the end of Borderlands 3 by the legendary Vault Hunter Lilith.
I don't know if I'd call her legendary. I feel like she's had a lot of mishaps.
When it reappeared across the galaxy, it crashed into the protective veil around Kairos. The results were devastating. A planet-wide cataclysmic event that disrupted the Timekeeper's perfect order.
Now people all across Kairos have started rising up, some even ripping out their bolts, and chunks of their brain along with it.
Here it comes!
That's the situation
Whoa. Is this one of the open world sections? That's looking pretty good.
our vault
However, I do worry about the FPS with all this open world stuff.
hunters have crash landed into. A planet ready to explode, and you're the spark. As you explore, you'll meet a cast of incredible characters. Fan
Oh, is that Amara?
favorites return, like Zane and Moxie.
Okay, Moxie, what's up?
You'll also meet new friends like Rush.
Rush. That's that guy's name.
And as always, Claptrap is along for the ride.
Heck yeah.
Last but not least is Echo 4. This helpful drone follows you everywhere,
Is that a good thing, though, if he follows us everywhere?
hacking order tech, scanning the environment, and helping guide you to objectives.
So he scans, hacks, and then he has like the clairvoyance spell from Skyrim. Is he gonna be like the better Claptrap? The more useful Claptrap?
But enough of all that. Let's get into the game.
Thanks.
I'm just taking a look at this UI. They already have news for Borderlands 4 in there. I think that's just because of the video, but still, it's pretty funny. Shift options. Okay, matchmaking, load Vault Hunter, new game, continue, a new Vault symbol. Welcome recruits. Add people, your friends maybe, party. Shift. Okay, not bad so
For our
far.
improved lobby system, it's easier than ever to join up with your friends on the fly. And with full crossplay at launch, you can play with your friends on any platform.
Okay, that is a good thing. Let's say, you know, you have PC and your friend has a Xbox, PS4, PS5. Then you can play with them. I don't have a problem with that.
Today, we're venturing into Terminus Range, a frigid, mountainous region.
This is just one of the 4 zones on Kairos that you can seamlessly explore.
One of 4. So does that mean the rest are like the regular games? Or not the regular games, the other games? Where you have to go, you know, cell to cell?
There's next to no loading time, just endless looting and shooting mayhem.
He said next to.
For our current mission, we need
Whoa, okay, let's take a look at the UI. So now we have a mini-map up top. Our objectives are over here instead of over here. Rafa, which is that dude with the twin swords. Some sort of a health vial thing. Our shield. Can you go away, bar? We got our health. What's that say? Potent alchemist? Is that a class mod? And then does pressing triangle pull up a weapon wheel? As you can see, it looks like he's got an assault rifle, SMG, shotgun, and pistol equipped.
To break into a secret black site located
This looks
deep
like to
in the
be the
mountains.
Siren.
One of the Timekeeper's generals, Vile Lictor,
I have to say, this map does remind me of Xylorgos. Just a little bit.
has been conducting grotesque experiments on locals.
Also, is this our level bar? Because it's no longer here. So this must be our new level bar. Do I like this new UI? I mean, I don't hate it. I don't know. I'd have to look at it more.
It's up to us to stop him.
All right, let's get moving. Here I'm using Glide, one of our new movement abilities.
Whoa, okay, so now we can glide? Oh man. How busted is this going to be on release date? Oh, this is probably going to be like super good for glitches and speedruns. I imagine somebody is going to find a way to do infinite glide, and then you'll just be like flying across the map. But
Along
it does
with
look like
dash,
you fall
double
down.
jump, climbing, and point grapple,
Oh, sorry, I was so busy talking that I couldn't even hear him.
new movement abilities. Along with dash, double jump, climbing, and point grapple, these make getting around more fun.
Oh, we can climb. Interesting. Wow. Wow, that's a big jump from BL3. The movement, anyways.
And add a ton of utility to combat.
As you traverse, you'll uncover a vast and beautiful world. And to bring Kairos to life, we've
He went into a double jump into a glide.
introduced dynamic weather and events.
Oh, dynamic weather. That means the weather is going to change on you. So let's say it's sunny, then all of a sudden, snowstorm. Maybe rain. Maybe cloudy.
So you constantly have new things to discover.
There's also plenty of local wildlife to contend with, like these Cratch, flying beasts who attack in flocks.
Cratch? Are those the Wretch, but now they're Cratch? Do they like evolve maybe?
Here we've come across a silo, one of several new activities in Borderlands 4.
You'll naturally discover short gameplay experiences like this all across Kairos. There's no need to pick up a mission first. These are auto-granted and tracked on your HUD.
Silos house old, decommissioned order tech that you can hijack for the Crimson Resistance.
The Crimson Resistance. It's no longer the Crimson Raiders, but the Crimson Resistance.
With the help of Echo 4, we'll hack into their network and release the communications balloon.
We acquired 40 what? Is it for Bar? I imagine Bar is going to be making some sort of return. Is it Iridium? Some other type of currency? What did we acquire? 40 what?
Now that we're in charge,
Here's the new health vendor. It's got a pill with angel wings, and it's got arms and legs, and it's holding a pill in each hand, it looks like. Does that mean Dr. Zed does not return? Is he still off at medical school?
we can fast travel to the silo. And as a bonus, it's revealed the approximate location of a vault key fragment. We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault.
You see how it has this like layout? The low lays. If I go back,
Bonus,
the Borderlands
it's revealed
of
the approximate
Kairos.
location of a vault key fragment.
Wind Spear. Okay, so it's different sections of the open world. Oh, I see. So the map is blank, but because we did that silo thing, a certain radius around it is revealed on the map.
We can collect these fragments to unlock a hidden vault, a high-level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
Vaults are no longer a big deal? They're just dungeons now? Do they still have a vault monster inside them? Is the loot good? That's all stuff I need to know. I want to know, I should say. Whoa. Slow your roll there.
Level dungeon with challenging combat and serious loot.
Here's the new gun machine. It's got a projection of maybe the gun of the day, the item of the day, just poking out. We got a grenade and maybe a locker.
Let's get after it.
Okay, we're gliding once again. No fall damage, okay.
Another nice thing about silos is you can zip line up and take off.
Whoa. Okay, we are traveling. Look at that. So he ziplined, or not ziplined, but grappled onto the silo. And look at that travel distance.
And if that's not fast enough for you, you can always pull out your personal vehicle.
Like I thought, they all have their own unique vehicle.
Pigeon runner. Just hop on, hit boost, and get rolling.
You can customize the body, paint job, and even how it handles.
And because this is Borderlands, you best believe it has guns.
As you traverse, you'll encounter
Did I see FPS drop?
a host of dynamic events. From order patrols to world bosses, there's always something to shoot and loot.
It feels like I'm seeing FPS drop in this gameplay thing. Maybe it's just the car.
All right, we're coming up on an order outpost. Let's see the new movement abilities in action.
Incendiary synth armature. And then he's got a fire icon right next to the name. Shield and armor. Does that mean... Now, it wouldn't make any sense if he was weak to fire. Maybe he does fire damage? Or maybe he's fire resistant now? I don't know what these icons mean. Well, that barrel seemed to do the job. Cryogenic bad butt eradication armature with a cryo symbol next to it. And it looks like he's doing cryo damage. So maybe now you get to see what their main type of damage is? Or maybe what they're resistant to? Infiltration engine. I don't know if it's this dude or this thing, but no symbol. Leaking. I don't know what that means.
Chaining our new traversal abilities together makes combat more dynamic than ever. You can dash in and out of melee attacks, dodge projectiles,
Okay, another new enemy called the Warden.
or quickly reposition to gain an advantage.
Another synth armature ticking. Does that mean they're gonna explode? That guy exploded. The bulkhead. That was a grenade of some sort. Okay, so we grabbed this propane barrel from on this crate, I think. Radioactive synth armature. Chainmaster. Are these like professions? That would be interesting if they're like professions or what they're good at. And then we have the radiation symbol right there. Grabbed another thing. Yeah, the movement looks so fluid.
Now I know that there's a vault fragment around here somewhere, but we've got a mission to get back to.
Okay, so that's the mission, Dark Subject. It looks like you get a gun, some customization thing, XP, and money. Normal. Normal. Look at that. Collectibles, activities, missions, map, inventory, skills, SDUs. You can buy SDUs out of your inventory now? Customization? Interesting. pin, legend, center, zoom, something else back, it looks like.
Let's pull out Echo 4 to show us where to go.
Okay, I guess Echo 4 can be pretty useful.
We're meeting up with none other than the Tigra Partali herself, Amara. She's a former vault hunter and exotic pet sitter from
She quit being a vault hunter,
Borderlands 3.
and now she's a pet sitter.
She came to Kairos in search of Lilith and is now helping us take down the Timekeeper.
Don't
It looks like grappling is going to be a big thing.
do whine at me, Hermes. We'll play in
Also, what is this down here? Is this the action skill? And this is what? Grenade, maybe? Also, I see pistol mode right over there. Is that swapping ammo type? So I'm thinking grenade, and then this is the action skill.
a moment, huh? Ugh, you agree to pet sit for a few weeks, and the next thing you know, you're having full conversations with animals.
You don't use security like that unless you've got something to hide. This must be the path to the black side.
Agreed. But if Lilith is on the other side, I don't mind some property destruction.
Ooh, your specialty!
Wow, look at her. She got a new haircut, a new hairstyle, and then she's got blue tips. But everything else is pretty much the same.
Please, be my guest.
And of course she has a cape. And look at that thing. Like a jackal.
Come, let's throw some light on this black site of his. This place is crawling with creeps. Clear them out.
Co-op has always been at the
Rafa is flying. I don't know if that's part of the gliding thing or if that's a unique part of his skill tree.
heart of Borderlands, and we put a ton of work into making it better than ever. Our
Okay, so here's Vex's skill. We get our wings out, and then we did some sort of blast, and that blast is staying and it's doing some sort of area of effect thing.
improved lobby was just the start. You can also set your own campaign difficulty independently of the rest of the party. This way, everyone can tune the experience to their liking.
How does that work? So let's say the host has it as super hard, very hard, but then the person that joins has it on very easy. Wouldn't it be busted? Like, imagine you're fighting a boss, a raid boss, all right? Like Terramorphous, for example. And the host, like I said, has it on very hard, but the other dude has it on very easy. Wouldn't the very easy dude just be able to kill it super fast and make it much easier for the host? How does that work exactly? Like, how does that balance if you're doing multiplayer? Like, let's say you have a party of 4. One person, easy, normal, hard, very hard. How does that work exactly? Because the guy on easy is going to be killing everything much faster than the person on very hard. I don't know how that's going to work for balancing. That seems a little weird.
And you don't have to worry about loot ninjas stealing your drops, as loot is always instanced for each player. Plus, if you ever get split up, you can easily fast travel to your friends.
All right, that's
and
pretty
two-player
nice.
split screen returns so you can enjoy couch co-op. Regardless of how you play, we just want you to be able to hang with your buddies and have a great time.
So this looks to be a world boss or some sort of mini boss. We got Tim, who's contagious. Like, I'm thinking class mods or maybe what they're good at. So maybe if you get too close, you inhale spores or something, or get set on fire or get corrosive. I don't know. Once again, we have that fire element next to the name right here.
What the hell is that?
It's not that deep. All right, so I imagine that's Bar. So I guess Bar is coming back. I don't know if it's going to be like BL2 or BL3, but I imagine it's going to be somewhat similar to BL3.
Everyone else heard the talking creep, right?
Tim feels like the product of Lichter's twisted mind.
Lichters? That's like a German name, right? Lichter? Lichter? I probably spelled that wrong, but...
Another of his experiments. If he's doing this to creeps, I shudder to think what he's doing to Lilith. We need to get inside. That air vent. Let's check it out.
So I guess Lichter is some sort of scientist, maybe? I don't know exactly. I'm just guessing.
Hermes is really creeped out.
Oh, that's what... Okay, I thought this was a locker. It's a pistol. It's a male pistol holding 2 female grenades.
Out in here. Not me, obviously. Hermes.
Hermes is the new jackal pet dog thing that Amara has.
Now that we're in the black site, let's take a moment to talk about loot.
All right, so this is the inventory UI. So you have equipment, backpack, ecologs. So here are your 4 guns. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like you can split between fire and corrosive, so this must be a Malawan gun. I have no idea what this is. It looks like some sort of other gun. I have no idea what all this other stuff is. Maybe customization stuff? Maybe this is the shield? Grenade somewhere? I don't know. Oops, I accidentally muted.
Plans for each piece of gear.
Assault rifle weapon. Daedalus. Okay, that must be a new manufacturer. Level 20. Bang. Damage, accuracy, reload, rate of fire, mag size, Daedalus, secondary fire, consumes pistol ammo. Interesting.
Here
What does
comes
that
from
mean?
1 of
Bang.
8.
Occulted Sinistry by Malawan, SMG, Corrosive fire, like I said. Torg licensed sticky mag. Fires sticky gyrojets that explode on reload or when switching modes, which increases explosion damage by 3% each. Meteor license accessory. Shooting legs. Thrown weapon has legs and shoots enemies until out of ammo. Malawan can switch between corrosive and incendiary elements. Wow, okay, I guess it's like different parts. So, Borg mag, some sort of accessory, and then because it's a Malawan gun, you get the Malawan. Interesting. So, can you get like hybrids with the legendaries and stuff? Interesting.
Manufacturers with their own
Shotgun by Ripper. Okay, another new manufacturer. Putrefying Weld Worm. Ripper. Weapon charges before firing in full auto mode. Oh, weapon charging? Ew, I didn't really like that from BL3. I thought the Malawan weapons that needed charging most of the time were not very good. It just takes forever. I don't know. Like, don't get me wrong, there was some good weapons from Malawan that required charging, but I just wasn't really a big fan of it.
characteristics and trademarks.
Order, another new manufacturer. Recited Lemma? Order, weapon can charge up to fire multiple rounds at once. Multiple rounds? Does that mean, let's say you put up 5 rounds, it shoots 5 rounds in 1 bullet, basically?
There's Jacobs.
Okay, here we go. We're going over the manufacturers. Jacobs, classic, everybody knows.
With crit-friendly black powder weapons, the elemental expertise of Malawan, Vladov, who solve lower accuracy with more bullets, the toss to reload Tedior, or Torg with explosions!
Kinda cringe.
We also have 3 new ones. The Order with powerful charge and release blast.
So you do have the charge order weapons.
Fully auto rippers.
That's it? They're just fully auto? There's like no drawback or anything. Large mag, nothing else, just fully automatic.
And the reliable, easy-to-use Daedalus, which can use
I'm seeing a lot of like myth names. Hermes, Greek god. Daedalus, son of Athena, who created the labyrinth, which trapped Minos, which became the Minotaur, or Minos' son, or something. King Minos' son, which was the Minotaur.
use multiple ammo types.
Multiple ammo types? What does that mean? Does that mean you can use, like, pistol rounds if it's a shotgun?
But that's just the start. We've introduced an all-new licensed parts system. This allows for behaviors and abilities from multiple manufacturers to spawn in a single weapon.
Oh, so is it possible to get a legendary hybrid gun? Let's say, I don't know, some gun's unique part for a legendary is the mag, and another is the accessory or the barrel or the stock. Does that mean you can get hybrids? Interesting. I wonder how that would work.
For instance, this flat-off assault rifle features a Torg mag, Hyperion shield, and a Molly 1 elemental switch, meaning it shoots fast and explodes things.
I see that. You also throw it, it looks like.
The higher the rarity, the more parts that can randomly spawn.
Legendaries, man. Oh boy, the grind is going to be real if there's dedicated drops.
Creating wilder and wilder loot.
And that's before even getting into alt-fire modes, underbarrels, and elemental
Alt-fire, underbarrels,
damage.
and elemental damage. Jeez, man, the guns are going to be insane.
The possibilities are truly endless.
To support
Oh no, enhancement slots? Oh, what does this mean?
playing with your favorite manufacturer, we've added Enhancements. This new type of gear replaces artifacts and provides bonuses to specific manufacturers.
Oh boy. Are they going to be like anoints and do
To support
crazy
playing with your
damage?
favorite
Let's see, a Torg enhancement modification, elemental explosiception. Weapons with Torg license parts fire stickies that hit for a bonus 50% damage when first attached to an enemy, plus 15 weapon status effect damage. Action Fist, 1 out of 3.
manufacturer, we've added Enhancements. This new type of gear
Ripper, precise marksman's high roller weapons with Ripper license parts increase weapon damage by plus 2% for each consecutive shots fired, for a max of 25 stacks. So you can get plus 50% weapon damage on Ripper parts, or guns with Ripper parts, plus 30 ADS proficiency, plus a 30 accuracy, 0 out of 3 for airstrike. Are these skills? Do these increase skills as well? Is that what that is?
places artifacts and provides bonuses to specific
Oh, too bad we skipped the legendary one. Jacob's critical elemental leaper weapons with a Jacob's license part gain a plus 40% chance to ricochet non-critical bullets. Oh, like Megavore kind of. No. Is that Megavore? Oh my god, I forget. I haven't played BL3 in a while. Ignore everything I just said. Plus 30 critical percent damage, plus 30 accuracy, plus 15 weapon status effect damage.
manufacturers. Take my current enhancement. It adds a kill bonus to all guns with Daedalus parts, along with more reload speed and critical damage.
It feels like they want you to stick to one manufacturer, or at least guns with one manufacturer's part. Like, obviously, if you have a Malawan enhancement, you're going to want a Malawan gun with Malawan parts.
This lets you min-max your build around your favorite manufacturer and
There we go.
immediately turning just okay guns into amazing weapons.
What's if the guns are already amazing?
Finally, we've heard your feedback, and we've overhauled our drop rates and loot across the game. We've worked hard to make sure all our gear feels better than ever, while also making rarity matter again. This makes for our most satisfying loot chase ever. And at the top of everything are legendaries. These have always had unique effects that you won't find on any other piece of gear. but in Borderlands 3, they drop too often.
That is correct. Also, is that the Boomicorn? I'm just saying. Kinda looks like it.
This not only devalued legendaries, it made everything feel less valuable. In our new system, not only do all guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and we know you'll love grinding all that great gear on Kairos.
Dedicated drops? I mean, they didn't come out and say that, but it's kind of what it sounded like. Let me listen to that again.
All guns feel great, but now legendaries will truly be special events. We've added the magic back to our loot chase, and
we added the magic back to our loot chase.
Know you'll love grinding all that.
He said grinding. It kind of feels like maybe there's going to be dedicated drops. I mean, he didn't come out and say that, but it kind of feels like that. But I don't know exactly. I could be wrong.
Great gear on Kairos.
But let's get back to combat so I can show you my favorite thing, Ordinance. This is the new gear slot for grenades and heavy weapons like rocket launchers.
Oh. So, rocket launchers and heavy weapons have their own weapon slot? You can't put them in the 4 slots like down here? You now have to put them on a different slot? Oh, that's what this is. It's the Ordinance thing. I thought this was a grenade, but, well, I guess it technically could be a grenade because he just said grenades. Interesting. So they become their own unique ability.
Instead of taking up a gun slot and ammo, Ordinance now has cooldown timers.
Oh yeah, I see that. They have infinite ammo.
No more saving the big guns for boss fights. Now you can blow stuff up as often as you want.
Oh boy, how busted is that going to be? Ah, level up.
Before we go further, let's
Oh, it looks like we have kill skills right here.
talk a little bit about action skills.
Oh, perfect.
Every Vault Hunter has a set of
Do you have to go down this to get to these? Okay, that looks like that cat thing. This looks like the wings and the energy projectile, and this looks like the clones, maybe? Vexalation? Okay, looks like we got a augment right here. Siren. Which is the augment? Oh, it's this one right here.
3 unique action skills. These are class-defining.
Incarnate. Vex creates a phase explosion, dealing damage to nearby enemies and fully restoring her health. Okay, that's pretty nice. While active, Vex can use Eldritch Blast and gains increased movement speed. Can never say no to that. Eldritch Blast, press L1 to fire an Eldritch Blast from her offhand, dealing damage to nearby enemies on impact. Dealing gun damage reduces Eldritch Blast cooldown. Press and hold L1 to end. Incarnate early, partially refunding cooldown. So does that mean... Okay, so you do the Incarnate action skill, she summons the wings, and then you gain the ability to do the blast. However, you can't just blast, blast, blast. It looks like you can blast, there's a cooldown on the blast, and then her wings are still out. It's kind of like 2 action skills in one, kind of, from the sound of it. Let's see here. Only 25 seconds?
Abilities with devastating effects. Up until now, I'd been using Incarnate to deliver powerful phase blasts.
Phase familiar. Vex is joined by her minion, Trouble. Ah, Trouble. Here comes Trouble. When killed, Trouble will respond after cooldown. Okay, flak stuff. Press L1 to teleport Trouble, dealing damage in an area. Trouble then transforms into a bad bud, fully restoring health and gaining increased damage for duration. Activating Phase Familiar will respawn Trouble if currently dead. This is literally just Gamma Burst. Yeah, if you guys did not know, This is Gamma Burst. If your pet's dead and you use Gamma Burst, they'll respawn, even if the timer isn't all the way down. Yeah, this is just Gamma Burst. I'm looking at this stuff down here. Okay.
But let's switch it up to Face Familiar and pull out Trouble.
Hasty Friends. Or Hasty Fiends, excuse me. Vex and her minion gain increased movement speed and damage reduction. It's passive. And it looks like it goes up
As you can see, each action skill
by 5, and then it goes down a little bit, it looks
has
like.
its own branching skill tree, giving you more
Overpowered. Vex deals increased action skill damage the higher her health.
build freedom than ever before.
So it looks like you're going to have passive and active effects.
On top of passive skills, you can further
Blink Strike. Command skill. Press and hold L1 to command Trouble to blink strike target enemy, dealing damage. Blink Strike always critically strikes enemies below 50% health. Oh. That's interesting.
customize action skills with augments and capstones.
Violent Outburst. Command skill. Press and hold L1 to command Trouble to explode himself, dealing ordinance damage to all nearby enemies and restoring health to Vex. Ordinance damage. What does that mean? While Face Familiar is active, sacrifice 33 of his maximum health instead. 33% of his maximum health.
These are socketed enhancements that add new behaviors and functions to your action skill.
Does he change it all? I'm trying to look to see
Different
if
builds completely change how combat plays out, resulting in near endless free.
Trouble Bubble. Trouble now gains Overshield when he deals damage. Okay, that's going to be good for a pet or a familiar build, pet build, whatever. While Face Familiar is active, Trouble gains an elemental aura, dealing ordinance damage over time to nearby enemies. Just more into that Gamma Burst action skill. Overshield gained 80% of damage dealt, aura damage 31 every 0.5 seconds. Yeah, we're just really going into the Gamma Burst here, I guess.
Freedom to experiment. You can swap unlock augments or capstones on the fly, or completely respec your skill trees at hubs around Kairos.
This gives us a chance to talk
Phase Covenant. Vault Hunter trait. Oh, we have traits now. Vex is attuned to the elemental type of her current gun, converting all action skill and melee damage into that type. Oh, so if we're holding a corrosive gun, our action skill is going to be corrosive. Same with our melee strikes.
about traits. Each Vault Hunter has a unique passive ability called a trait. For Vex, her action skill is attuned to the element of her equipped weapon. So by swapping guns, I can change Trouble's damage from kinetic
Wow, look at that. That was pretty seamless.
to shock, fire, or any other elemental type.
No, I guess Trouble did change. I don't remember these spike things being there.
Also, you can pet the cat.
Of course you
Dead
can.
end. Or is it? Let's see where this vent takes us. Gods.
Hey, there's Rafa's action skill.
Are those test tubes?
Once again, the spin to win. Okay, we have slams. Those are back. Whoa, did you see that reload? Oh, look at that, underneath the ammo bar. It tells you how long the reload is.
I'm down. But thankfully, our fight for your life mechanic makes a return.
I would hope so. Also, what are we doing with this thing?
Of course, I could have avoided it. But thankfully, our fight for your life
We have two.
mechanic makes a return.
And now we have
I
one.
could have avoided
Okay,
it
so it's like some sort of health vial injection
in
thing.
the first place if I had just used my ref kit. This new piece of gear provides health and other buffs, like temporarily boosting my elemental damage, rate of fire, or movement speed.
Oh boy. I'm sure there's going to be somebody out there that's going to figure out something when they're like raid bossing or bossing. You're going to have to go down and then, you know, do that vial thing, whatever you said it was called. And then, it, you know, some other thing and it's going to do big damage. Somehow they're going to multiply or whatever. I just have a feeling that's what's going to happen.
I'm almost afraid to ask what's in the tube.
Oh, look at these guys. Are those crystals growing out of them?
By the way, if you're looking to experience the story again or just grind for loot, we've added full mission and boss replay. That's right, no more save loading to run bosses.
Really?
Now you can return to the arena and use Moxie's big encore machine to spawn another run.
That is actually pretty nice. That's going to save some time if we're grinding out legendaries or whatever. Uniques or something.
But we'll talk more about endgame later. For now, let's jump ahead and show you something truly badass.
Oh, is this Estelle? Yeah, it is. Also, that is somebody right there. Some dude. Maybe that's Lichter?
In Borderlands 4, our bosses are bigger and better than ever, putting all your new skills,
Oh, he's got like the Amara 1,000 hands.
gear, and abilities to the ultimate test.
Oh, did you see that dodge? That like dodge dash?
Whoa, 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 spoilers! That's enough of that for now. But we look forward to showing you much more this June at our first hands-on gameplay event.
And from everyone at Gearbox, thank you for joining us.
I am kind of excited. There was a lot of good stuff there. I mean, I want to see that gameplay stuff that he was talking about in June. But so far, yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. I don't think it looks that bad. But then again, looks can be deceiving. Huh. Well, I know it's not really the best video. You guys are probably expecting like 10-minute videos telling you what's new and whatnot, but that's not how I roll. So, yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe because it'll help out my channel and because I will appreciate it like always. And then I hope to see you guys next time. Away! Ooh.